Sunday saw the Community Shield magic marker. Arsenal, of course, coming from behind to beat Manchester City.
What does that mean, Dan?
Well, I think it means that they've now set a marker.
Oh, I see.
Going forwards. Why it's magical, well, I don't quite know, but there we are. Bit of alliteration, need it in a headline. Anyway, Don Hutchison's here. Don, you're at Wembley.
It was a marker, a psychological one. Listen, I wouldn't read too much into it. Pep got asked the question today about losing 3 Community Shields in a row, and he sort of laughed it off, and he went, you know why? Because I've won 3 titles in a row. So maybe he was a little bit narked at the result. I guess not. But listen, it was a good game. Better second half than it was the first half. The first half was a little bit slow and pedestrian, but so much better second half.
Who do you play up top for Arsenal, Ali?
Well, if I spend the money that I spend on Kai Havertz, he's going to play. He's going to play down the middle. Now, it's not his best position. It's not where I would play him. I don't think he's a good enough player to be in that position, but I've said that time and time again. But now that you've committed yourself in the sort of investment that they've made, I don't think there is any other option but to put him out there. Certainly in this kind of situation in which you win, lose, once you win, Arsenal makes a big deal out of it. It's a marker, right? But if you lose, you kind of dismiss it and say, you know what, we're getting ready for the beginning of the season. So perhaps an opportunity for him to get some confidence. Obviously, he didn't do that. It just solidified whatever opinion you had coming in. And that opinion for me in particular is that, no, he's not a striker. He's not a goal scorer. He wasn't at Chelsea. And magically, he's not going to become one at Arsenal.
Don?
I agree. I mean, I agree on what Ali's saying. I disagree slightly and then stick with him because you paid the money. I think I play Eddie Nketiah as the number 9 because I think he's more used to being in the width of the 18-yard box. I think towards the end of last season when he did play, when Jesus was injured, I thought he'd done quite well. Listen, we're looking at Kai Havertz and we all know he's a good player, but a number 9 or a false 9 is not his position. He's not ruthless enough. He never will be unless something really happens in his game where he has a real shot of confidence and a burst of goals where you can sort of get that ruthless streak. I don't think it's going to happen. It didn't really happen at Leverkusen. He was better playing sort of behind strikers, the same at Chelsea whenever he got chances. He never really looked convincing. He doesn't look like he's ruthless enough to really want to burst the back of the net. You've seen the chances of that, Erling Haaland, the 2 chances that he got. Haaland takes one of them for sure because that's what strikers do. But I would put a little bit of faith in Eddie Nketiah at the start of the season while Jesus is injured.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.